Bon appetit, ladies.
Bon appetit. I'd bon appetit him.
Is this a lie? In France, it's considered unlucky to turn a baguette upside down, a superstition that dates back to medieval times. That was the first of 21 Facts and a Lie, based on the series Emily in Paris. If you love the show, make sure you share this video and give us a thumbs up. Emily in Paris shares its creator, Darren Star, with Sex and the City. They also share the same costume designer, Patricia Field. In fact, in the series, Emily wears earrings that say her name in a nod to Carrie Bradshaw's iconic Carrie necklace on Sex and the City.
So you're single in Paris?
Paris might be most famous for its romance, to the point where it's kind of a problem. A French law from 1910 forbids couples from kissing on train platforms to avoid delayed train departures.
And maybe some things get lost in translation, but just know that I'm finding my way.
With all of the romance in France, its Romance language can be hard to learn. Lily Collins said she started dreaming in French when she was brushing up on her French language skills for the show. Emily continues to channel Carrie vibes with a black tulle skirt, an homage to Bradshaw's skirt in the series finale of Sex and the City, which was also set in Paris. Actress Lily Collins, who plays Emily, said she thinks her character grew up watching Sex and the City and was inspired by the wardrobe. Field said Emily's wardrobe was also heavily influenced, fittingly, by the 1951 movie An American in Paris.
That's so nice to hear.
Okay, let's talk bubbly. While Emily and her friends enjoy a boatload of champagne, the French consume more than 50% of the world's champagne.
Yeah.
That means the French are popping a lot of bottles and the corks are flying. A champagne cork can reach a velocity of 24.8 miles per hour. And that speed isn't surprising, given that a single bottle of champagne contains about 49 million bubbles.
May I offer you a glass?
No, merci.
Because champagne corks are so wild, you're more likely to die from a champagne cork accident than a poisonous spider bite.
Wait, we don't get to drink it? It's so expensive.
Relax, they'll buy more. Santé. Santé.
Emily and the gang drink a lot of other French wine too. France produces the world's most expensive bottle of wine, a 73-year-old bottle of French Burgundy that sold for more than $500,000. The show highlights many of the iconic landmarks of Paris. The entire show was shot in France, and all landmarks were filmed on location.
Oh my God, I feel like Nicole Kidman in Moulin Rouge.
Because it has so many famous sites, France is the world's most famous tourist destination with over 80 million visitors annually.
This is Paris!
Of all the sites in France, the Eiffel Tower might be the most famous. It happens to be the most visited landmark in all of Paris. The food of France is just as iconic as its sights, especially the pastries.
Pain au chocolat.
France has the world's highest density of bakeries at 32,000. The French take their bread very seriously. National law says that French bread can only contain 4 ingredients: flour, yeast, salt, and water. And you can't forget French cheese. France makes more than 400 kinds of cheese and produces 1.7 million tons of cheese per year.
Paris is the most exciting city in the world.
The city of Paris has its share of hustle and bustle. The entire city only contains one single stop sign. Every good city shares its streets with man's best friend. Population-wise, there are more dogs in Paris than children.
Are those your children?
No, I'm their nanny.
France is the birthplace of many iconic things, including wearing a white dress on your wedding day, a tradition originating in France in 1499.
She looks beautiful, doesn't she?
Of course she does. She's wearing Pierre Cardin.
Could you spot the lie? The Eiffel Tower is only the 4th most visited landmark in Paris. Number 1 is the Notre Dame Cathedral. If you caught the lie, leave a fact yeah in the comments. Au revoir!